The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
The markets are telling us that things look good.
Really? The market tells us things look good. Well, the market is no indicator of how things are. Just isn't. The credit markets are. And I'm going to talk about that today. We are lied to all the time. When they keep looking at the stock market, oh boy, look at the economy. Look, the stock market's going up. Things are getting better. Just look at the stock market. That's not what measures the health of the economy. It's just unbelievable. But I also said the other day, I said, you know, with every election, I've seen this, oh my God. So I've been on this for 74 years. Let me see. So how many elections has that been through? That's a lot of them. But every time there's an election, you start getting all the cheerleading. I don't care who's running for president. Everybody starts pumping the market up, doing anything they can. Now it's much easier because since 2008, we have quantitative easing. We have financial engineering, stock prices going up when you don't need profits anymore. You don't need earnings anymore. You can just push them up through stock buybacks. And we're always hearing now how things are getting better. And this is where people get hurt. Now, obviously, you should be in the stock market. You should be taking advantage of this because they will keep pushing this market up to the election. You talk about making easy money. You just got to know, though, when you make that money, is it time for me to take my profits? Is it time for me to get out? And unfortunately, 85% of the people don't know when to get out. But listen to this. This is just unbelievable.
The reason you want to own some of the cyclicals is because the economic data is getting better in
What economic data is getting better? For God's sakes. No economic data is getting better. If economic data was getting better, they would not make an announcement they're going to keep interest rates at zero for 3 more years. What are you, nuts? They wouldn't do that. It's just crazy. It's not getting better. Despite the $2.4 trillion, okay, I mean, let's think about it. Despite the $2.4 trillion, that was the first stimulus package in April, okay, which gave 90 million Americans the check for everybody got $1,200. And then the Federal Reserve, remember, printed another $4 trillion. That's in addition to $11 trillion in liquidity injections. Yet, while the stock market, the bond market are making all-time highs, corporate yields all-time lows. Yet companies are going bust at a faster pace since the Great Depression. Let me repeat. Companies are filing Chapter 11 at a faster pace than during the Great Depression. What do you mean the economy is getting better? Because, see, they point to the stock market. And that's what's wonderful. Let them keep pushing the market up. If you just knew when to get out. That's all you need to know. And we get our members out, especially if they follow our working investor stocks. Every day we post up our stocks, our portfolio, and here, I'll give it to you. Spider, year to date, we're up 25% in the Spiders. Caterpillar up 30%. Intel 13%. Goldman Sachs 13%. Schlumberger 35%. Lowe's 80%. Now, is that, and again, I don't want you to join my gang because of those returns. Anybody could get those returns. Just throw money in the market. It goes up. But the genius comes in with, how do you know when to get out? Now, just because those stocks have gone up that much, that is no indication of how the stock or how the economy is doing. It's the credit markets to tell you how the economy is doing. Are you kidding? It's unbelievable. Now, think about it. If these, as a result, remember, think of the credit markets. As a result of the credit markets, I should say, we're publicly traded corporations. Now, remember what they are. Now, understand what credit markets are. First of all, I should explain that. That's where publicly traded companies go to seek capital to get loans. Okay? And remember, it's the credit markets are so much bigger than the stock market. And remember, the credit markets froze up in 2008. And that's what pushed us into the stock market crash. And again, a year ago, September 2019, a year ago, we had the same situation. The credit markets froze up. And they had to have an emergency injection. I think like 250 million, something like that, something crazy. And every day or every month since, so they don't freeze up, they're injecting, printing, which kills the value of your dollar. They're printing $215 billion a month to make sure the credit markets don't freeze up. Now, what's that mean, don't freeze up? Well, remember how the credit markets work. Corporations, when they need cash, they need operating money. This is where publicly traded corporations go to seek that capital, what they call credit markets. Now, investors purchase the debt of corporations. So, if, let's say, I need $10 million, I go to the credit market. And I will say to you, I need $10 million, and I will give you a bond. If my company's doing terrible, I'll give you a junk bond or a high rate of interest. So let's say it's for 5 years, and I have to pay you back in 5 years. So it's that simple. You have people who will give cash, loan money to these corporations, and even corporations who are doing poorly, as long as the interest rate's high enough. So, and this is the market. If that freezes up, we're screwed. That's what happened in 2008. And right now, the credit markets already have a crack in it. It froze up, as I said, a year ago, but nobody talks about it. Didn't even hit the newspapers. And a big part of that market is called the repo market. I keep calling it the robo market. Repo market. And that is where money shifts back and forth overnight, where you buy you buy a security from the bank, and then they buy it back in the morning. A lot of banks, they loan out more money during the day than they should, so they have to be squared away to open up the next morning. And this is what keeps everything alive. And when investors start drying up, you're in deep trouble. And we're in deep trouble. Why do you think they're putting in $215 billion every month? Would they be putting in $215 billion every month if the economy was doing good? Would they? Would they keep interest rates in zero for another 3 years if the economy's doing good? So they both face lie to us. But we're going to take advantage of that, and we're going to make money with that. We'll talk about that when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Bill Green at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgate.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, boydinvestigativegroup.com.
License number A1900020.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgate.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. Remember to subscribe to my Phil's Gang YouTube channel to get both my live and archived radio shows. Also, my free Phil's Take on the stock market. Also, sign up and get a free 10-day chart and membership trial. Remember, you can get your color-coded chart free for 10 days, and you get your membership, which means every day at 2 o'clock when we post our membership portfolio, you go check it out. In whatever one of the stocks you're following, just do exactly what we tell you to do in that video. How can you go wrong? You can't. If all you did was the spiders and nothing else, year to date, you'd be up 25%. But I don't want you to join because we're up 25%. You should join because you're going to say, you know what I like about what he does? He's going to get me out so I can keep my money. Anybody can make money in the stock market. You can be a dope and you can make money in the stock market. It's so, how can you not make money in the stock market? Why do you think everybody, they're climbing what they call the wall of worry? That's why the market keeps going up. We've gotten so complacent that the Fed will step in and provide cash to the capital markets when investors are drying up. It started a year ago. Investors saying, wait a minute, I'm not going to buy corporate debt. Why would I give this guy $7 million and take a note or a bond, even if it was a junk bond where I'm going to charge him 18%? I may not get paid back because companies are going bust. And companies aren't making money. Only a handful of companies. So why would I do that? So what's happened is, like a year ago, September 16th, 2 days ago, we had the big crack in the capital markets. Froze up. Everybody panicked. Boy, they made sure it stayed out of the fake Business News Network never talked about it. Here we go again, 2008. Boom. Fed steps in. Boom. Prints money. Slams in about $250 billion. And then ever since then, is printing every day or every month, $215 billion every month to keep, because the investors are gone. So how can they come out and tell us the economy is doing good or it's getting better? How can they do that? Because it's a bold-faced lie. Credit markets are in trouble.
Credit markets have been fine.
Oh, sure.
They've not necessarily kind of improved that much, but they certainly aren't showing a lot of stress.
Yeah. Why did he tell the truth? Why don't they tell the truth and say the credit markets are in deep trouble, investors are walking away from the credit markets, and that's what's killing this economy? So it's amazing, isn't it? Stock prices going up, but not the economy. So again, think about it. If it wasn't for the credit markets, the stocks of these companies would be worthless. Think about that. If we didn't have a credit market, the stocks of these publicly traded companies and the company itself would have no value. If they didn't have a place to go borrow money, there'd be no value. So when you're told the stock market is what you look to see if the economy is doing well, that's a bold-faced lie. First of all, the credit markets are 7 times bigger than the stock market. So again, stop listening to them when they tell you how the markets are getting better. The economies are turning around. They're not. So, again, the proof is that the credit markets, are accurate. They're an accurate indicator. And as long as you follow the credit markets, you're going to be able to answer the question, what is the market doing? What's going on? Should I be investing? The credit market will tell you. If it's weak, stay out of the market. But yes, Phil, but they always come in with money. It's called climbing the wall of worry. I shouldn't have to worry because I know every time investors don't show up to buy or to loan money to corporations, the Federal Reserve will step in. They'll buy all the bonds. You know right now the Federal Reserve, and they're telling us how great the economy is. The Federal Reserve right now, okay, every hour is printing $608 million an hour to buy corporate debt because investors aren't there, because the credit markets are weak. Think about it this way here, the credit markets. If you go look for a used car, you drive down the street, and all of a sudden this car looks really neat and beautiful paint job, and tires are all black, and everything looks terrific on it. That draws you into the car lot, right? Because when they get these used cars in, before they put them on the lot, they prep them, right? They prep them, make them look beautiful. Spray stuff inside to make it smell like that new leather smell, right? Nothing better in a car than that new leather smell. Then they put it out on the lot, but you go, oh, this is great. But the smart guy looks under the hood. He looks under the hood. He checks out the transmission. He checks out the engine, the brakes, right? Well, it's the same thing with the stock market. 99% of the people in the stock market never look under the hood. Never look under the hood. And who are the biggest car salesmen? Your stockbrokers. That's all they are. They're like used car salesmen. Same thing. They never tell you what's under the hood. They just want you to buy. Just like a used car guy, he wants you to buy. That's it. So always think of the market that way. Use that analogy. What's under the hood? And when we pop the hood and look at this economy, are you kidding? Behind the scenes, banks are in deep trouble because of the foreclosure moratorium. Homeowners are behind 160, 190 days on their mortgage payments, and the banks can't foreclose. And they're giving them out, then they're giving out new mortgages 2.5% interest. Why do you think Powell decided to keep rates low for 3 more years? Because he's worried about the banks. More when I get back and some great stocks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
All this, positive momentum we've seen, how much of it is justified by economic fundamentals, and what percentage of it is stimulus and Fed being in the markets?
Yeah, I mean, lately you have to think it's a lot of the fundamentals.
A lot of the fundamentals. It's all the Fed. What do you mean fundamentals? Like what? What fundamental? Corporate earnings? There isn't any. Economic growth? There's none. It's negative. What is he talking about? It's negative. It's unbelievable. So how can they say something like that? And the debt that has risen in business debt is historic. We never had business debt like this. And why so many businesses are going broke, and why the credit markets are breaking down, and that's a big problem, boy, because when those credit markets down, corporations can't find a place to borrow money, because at least, I don't care how bad you're doing, you can go to a credit market and they'll loan you at 22% interest. It's called junk. They don't even want to do that anymore. And when you got a national debt, okay, that is at $56 trillion, and I understand you're going to say, well, it's only $26 trillion. No, yes, $26 trillion national debt, but the total debt we owe is $56 trillion. $56 trillion. And you know how much money also they're stealing from Social Security to keep this economy going? What are you, nuts? But when you have the national debt at $26 trillion and you're only producing as a country $19 trillion, are you nuts? And you're going to tell me the fundamentals are getting better? There's one fundamental that's not getting better. And just like the credit markets, they're not getting better. There's two big fundamentals. Every president has borrowed from Social Security. And you know that now it is one of the United States' largest debt holders, Social Security. Remember, it used to be that when they took that money out of your pay, that went to a specific account for you when Social Security first started, and they paid you interest, and that was supposed to stay there until you retired. They only let that happen for 4 years. Then finally the Congress looked and said, well, let's use all that money. We'll use it ourselves to build roads to nowhere, and we'll build a library. I can put it in my name. What are you, nuts? So, I mean, right now, the debt, think about this, from 1989 to 2020, you know our debt grew by 800%. And that's the other thing. They're saying there's no inflation, just 2%. That's a bold-faced lie. Every time they print money to go buy treasuries, to drop interest rates, keep them down there at zero, that's inflation. And because it's at zero, two things happen. Corporations borrow that money, and they do stock buybacks and pushes the stock market up, giving you a false sense that the market is doing well. And that's why they've always educated you to the fact they're saying, oh, always remember the stock market indicates how well the economy is doing. No, it doesn't. So every time they print money, that's inflation. Inflation is a killer. And inflation is at least 10 to 12%. Don't believe it when they tell you 2%. And when they tell you retail sales are going up, listen to this garbage.
It's still a bit of a mixed bag, but retail sales are now up above pre-pandemic spending.
Yeah, it's up because why? Because when you do quantitative easing, when you do monetizing of debt, in other words, when you go and you print money and you can keep interest rates low, that creates a demand. People go buy stuff. People go buy stuff, and they're buying more than their income. They're spending more than their income because interest rates are so low. So that's inflation. So people are out there spending more than their income because, again, they feel good because the rates are so low. And that's what they want you to do. That's what our owners want you to do. Go keep spending. So you're happy. At the same time, it only benefits them. You're going into debt. You're going to go broke. They're not. They're using that cheap money to go into the stock market and multiply it 10, 15, 20 times. When you're on wages, you can't do that. Remember, 80% of the folks that work in this country don't have stocks. Don't have stocks. Or I should say 80% of the people, 80% of the stocks, 80% of the stocks are controlled by the top 10%. 80%. 50% of the people don't own any stocks in this country. And the 50% who do have 401ks, only 38% of them contribute to the 401k. People make money when they get a good job. For the folks in our 157 million workforce, those folks, the people who are, let's say, 50% of them make $33,000 a year. Do you think they own stock? No, they don't. What's important to them? A good job and benefits. What about the 33% who make less than $20,000? 33% of our 160 million workforce make less than 20 grand. 50% of our 160 million make $33,000 a year. Isn't that crazy? That's insane. 46% make less than 30 grand. 67% make less than $50,000 a year. They're not in the stock market. They need good jobs. But guess where the jobs are? In services. So if you're in the stock market, be grateful. If you can afford to be in the stock market, this is the only place you're going to make money. And you got to go to those stocks that are out of favor. Example, right now, we've had a hell of a run on our airline stocks. They've done terrific. And so too our cruise line stocks. Nobody wanted them. We got in before anybody else. They're doing terrific. Now we're taking profits on them. Now, you know where we're looking now? We're looking into oil. Oil, everybody's saying, that's no good. Oil keeps on going down. Exactly why I want to start looking to buy it. But my color-coded chart will tell me when to start buying it. It'll tell me when to start buying it. And more important, once we get into the oil and they tell us to start buying it, it will tell us when to get out of it. That's how you make money. Same with gold. Our goals year to date are up about 65%. I think our mining stocks are up. Our mining stocks are up 20%. Mining stocks are up 20%. Now, gold is going to go back up. There's no question about it. So when our chart tells us to buy gold, it'll be correct. And when it goes back up again, and we make 20, 30%, whatever, it'll tell us when to get out. That's all you need. You just need to know when to get out. That's all. You can get into any stock right now. Now, Apple, for example, if you're in Apple, you're getting clobbered, right? Didn't I tell you that was happening? But you should be shorting Apple. It turned red. Look at Apple. If you go and take a look at Apple, since April 8th was green. So that was around $60. And then it turned red at 120. So 60 to 120, that's about that's 100% gain. But that's easy. Anybody could have made 100% gain on Apple. Anybody. But how many of them did their chart tell them to start getting out? Not just when it was red at 120. Even before that, it started to turn yellow. Do you have that kind of access to that kind of? No, but you do now. Try it for 10 days free because it works. Remember St. Jude, please.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out. And that's where we come I'm in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgate.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
The Fed is almost encouraging a QE infinity state of mind in the stock market.
That's right. QE started 2008. They said it was only going to last for about 8 to 12 months. It's been 12 years. They can't stop now. And Powell, he doesn't know what he's doing anymore. He just brought interest rates to zero. He's just going to leave them there for 3 years. And that's ridiculous. Now, with interest rates that low, of course, institutions are going to be purchasing stock. And stocks will go up because they'll keep doing more stock buybacks. And you should be in there making that money when that happens. You just need to know when to get out, that's all. And I can help you with that. That's easy. If I can't convince you with my chart in 10 days, I'll never convince you. But think about it. It's so easy. The key is to make money going down. And you don't think this market's ever going to go down again? For a lot of you, you should just buy the spiders. That drives me nuts. People are in 401ks. You're never going to get out in time because there's no fiduciary relationship between you and the people who run your 401k. And by the way, when they matched you with your mutual fund, said, okay, we got to give you a mutual fund now. They gave you the worst performing mutual fund for your 401k because the company and the mutual fund industry and your company, they get a big kickback. Why do you think there is no central training program? There should be a central training program that for everybody's going into a 401k. Every company should have the same 401k training program. There isn't one because they couldn't screw you. They just don't want to educate you. So the market now, again, is disconnected. There's no question from the economy.
Our perspective from this volatility is that the stock market is really disconnected from the real economy. The economy is definitely growing, but we're not sure it's going to grow to the degree that the market.
Okay. Unbelievable. The guy's saying it's disconnected from the economy, but it's growing. It's not growing. Because it's disconnected from the economy, that means that the market's going to go up. Anytime they disconnect it, they're doing it for a reason, to push the market up. Now, we've had some great stocks, and we got some more stocks we're just starting to get into. And I just wish you would try them. Just follow us. If you would just follow us on our working investor group, join the gang now. Get it free for 10 days. You get the chart free for 10 days. And then our working investor are the spiders, and IWM, that's the small and mid-cap stocks. XLK, that's the ETF for the big tech stocks. XLF is the big ETF for the banks. Our bonus stocks are gold, oil service, and Apple. And so why don't you, for the 10 days, just follow these stocks with us. These ETFs and these stocks. And then, of course, I have my 5 stocks that people follow my stocks all the time. Same 5 stocks, been there for years. Spiders, Caterpillar, Intel, Goldman Sachs, Schlumberger, Lowe's. I don't need to have any more stocks than that because I'm not going out looking for that hot stock. Boring is terrific. I love boring. If you ask any professional, when you make money, he says, when I'm bored. When I'm bored. What does that mean? That means you go out and you find stocks that are so beaten down, nobody wants. And I made it easier. My chart not only tells you if you find a beaten down stock, like take our oils, for example, now. We're going to make a lot of money in oil, okay? A lot of money in oil. And so if you take some of our oil stocks right now, let's take the energy stocks. Take Exxon. Do you know that Exxon, and this drives me nuts, Exxon dropped, okay, from last year to where we are now, it dropped from $72 to $37. Do you know what kind of discount that is? That's a 48% discount. And that stock is so boring, I'm going to fall asleep. But it's red right now. Do you know how much money we're going to make on that stock? But my members have to be patient. Wait till it turns green. Everybody goes in the stock market. They think they're at a casino. They got to trade this stock, trade that stock. Listen to what somebody on TV is saying. What are you, nuts? That thing is set up. Let me tell you, whether it takes a week, a month, 4 months, doesn't matter to us. We're going to make a lot of money on XOM. Another one. Let's go to our drillers. There's nothing better than Halliburton. And then our refiners. We love refiners. Refiners doing beautifully. You can buy Marathon oil right now for $4.80, but it's not ready to buy. Now think about it. It dropped from $14 to $4. $14 to $4. That's a 71% discount. I want boring. There's another refiner I love. Another one I love. Valero. Valero, top company. The stock dropped from $102 to $48, where it is now. A 53% discount. But where are you going? Well, I'm going to buy Apple. I'm going to buy Microsoft. I'm going to buy Google because they came down. I'm going to get in now because they're going to go up. What are you, nuts? If you join my gang tonight and you file Apple, then get out of the gang. Because you're not going to make money in Apple. If you buy Microsoft, get out. If you buy Netflix, get out. And don't let the chart hit you in the rear end on the way out. Because you'll never be able to donate money to St. Jude. If anyone's that stupid, they join the gang today and they go right to Apple, right to Facebook, right to when I can show them, they can buy Valero, or they can buy another nice refiner, MPC. Are you kidding? For $32, it dropped 50%. What are you doing? I mean, this is crazy. Another good stock, nice oil stock. Take a nice service stock. It's equipment. They service the oil equipment, right? And the stock dropped from $85 to $32. Are you 62%? So all these stocks I'm showing you are 50%, 62%, all big discounts. All you got to do is join the gang, and for 10 days, I will convince you. I'm going to reach out and convince you during those 10 days this chart works. And then if you would just use some common sense, turn off Fox Business, turn off Bloomberg, and turn off all these business shows, the fake business news networks. And if you just follow me, and when I tell you to buy, you buy. I tell you to turn around and add to a position or get out of position or run like hell or short, you'll make money. Listen, October 23, there's still some tickets left. October 23, the Conservative Summit, sponsored by Salem. It's going to be held October 23, Sarasota Hyatt, 7 to 9 p.m. The speakers are going to be myself, Larry Elder, Sebastian Gorka, and Charlie Kirk. It's going to be a fun time. And again, it's a conservative summit, and that's October 23. Write down and go to my site and get your ticket, okay? Because they are selling out, because it would be about half the people that normally could be there because of the seating situation with the virus. So all those tickets are going to be gone. So again, it's going to be myself, Larry Elder, Sebastian Gorka, and Charlie Kirk, and that is October 23. Look, the stock market is a wonderful place if you just shut off all your TVs. Don't listen to these people, okay? And just follow the money on your chart. I mean, how much easier is that? I mean, your stock turns green from red, you buy it. All of a sudden start turning yellow, that gives you a warning well in advance. We engineered in that new color yellow to give people even an earlier warning that the market's going to pull back, the stock's going to pull back. Remember, this whole stock market rally is all fake, all artificial, and that is wonderful. What's pushing up stocks are zero rates and the inflation. But so right now, you should be buying these stocks. You'll get out in time, I promise you. And then you're going to make more money than you ever made in the stock market by shorting these stocks when they collapse. And boy, are they going to collapse. Get into my stock tonight, philsgang.com. Look for Pro 2 Working Investor Group, free for 10 days. Remember St. Jude.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make